Some horror games scare you with one loud noise. These games make you pause, remove your headphones, and check whether the sound came from the game or somewhere else inside your house. I rank these games based on their atmosphere, isolation, and how completely helpless they make you feel. From Underwater Nightmares to The Baker's Family Home, these are 7 horror games you should never play alone. Starting with number 7. Visage takes place inside an ordinary suburban home where nothing stays ordinary for long. Lights flicker, doors open by themselves, objects move when you are not looking, and familiar rooms begin changing just enough to make you question your memory. Darkness also affects your character's sanity, forcing you to search for candles, lighters, and working light switches. But turning on the lights does not always mean you are safer. Sometimes it only reveals what has been standing in the room with you. At number 6 is SOMA. SOMA traps you inside Pathos 2, an abandoned research facility at the bottom of the ocean. There is nowhere to escape. The station is surrounded by crushing water, while its dark corridors are filled with damaged machines and creatures you cannot fight directly. SOMA's real horror comes from the questions it asks. What makes somebody human? Is the copy of your consciousness still you? SOMA does not only frighten you while you are playing, its ideas stay with you long after you stop, which is not particularly helpful when you are trying to sleep.
Hello? Did something go wrong?
This is where it went wrong, son. This is where we planted the seed, the cancer that's eating Pathos too. It wasn't meant to be like this. No one told us this could happen.
Luto traps you inside a house that refuses to let you leave. Doors lead back to places you have already visited, familiar rooms begin changing, and the house slowly stops behaving like a real space. The horror feels especially personal because the game focuses on grief, loss, and being unable to move forward. It does not feel like something entered the house. It feels like the house is reflecting the mind of the person trapped inside it. Luto uses repetition to make you feel uncomfortable. You walk through the same room again only to notice that a door is open, an object has moved, or something is standing where there was nothing before. It makes every familiar hallway feel unreliable and might even convince you to check the doorway beside you while playing. Still Wakes the Deep traps you on board a collapsing oil rig in the middle of the North Sea. Communications are down, freezing water surrounds you, and something unnatural is hunting the remaining crew. The rig feels both enormous and claustrophobic at the same time. Its tight corridors, maintenance shafts, and flooded rooms leave very little space to escape. Even when no creature is nearby, pipes burst, walkways collapse, and the entire structure feels dangerous. You cannot fight back, so every encounter becomes a desperate chase through a building that was never designed for survival. Still Wakes the Deep is frightening because you are trapped between two threats: whatever is hunting you inside and the ocean waiting outside. At number 3 is Silent Hill 2 Remake. James Sunderland travels to Silent Hill after receiving a letter from his wife Mary. even though she died several years earlier. The town builds fear slowly through thick fog, abandoned buildings, and distinct sounds. Your radio produces static whenever a creature is nearby, warning you that something is close without revealing where it is. But Silent Hill's monsters are not the only source of horror. The town reflects James's guilt, grief, and memories, making every creature and location feel deeply personal. Silent Hill 2 is frightening because it feels completely lonely. Even the other people you meet seem trapped inside their own versions of the town. It is not a game about surviving monsters, it is about discovering why these monsters are there in the first place.
Stay with me. Don't leave me alone again. You're supposed to take care of me.
I know what you are. I know why I needed you. But it's all over now. I don't need you anymore. I'm ready.
Amnesia the bunker traps you inside a First World War bunker with limited fuel, limited ammunition, and a creature that constantly hunts you. Unlike many horror game monsters, the beast is not restricted to scripted appearances. It reacts to the noises you make and can emerge from holes in the wall while you are exploring. Even your flashlight creates a problem. You must manually wind it to produce light, but the mechanism is loud enough to reveal your position. The generator provides safe lighting, but only while you have enough fuel. Almost every useful action creates noise, forcing you to choose between making progress and staying hidden. Amnesia the bunker is frightening because you can never completely predict where the beast will appear. The moment you start feeling safe is usually when it decides to prove you wrong. At number 1 is Resident Evil 7 Biohazard. Ethan Winters enters the Baker estate after receiving a message from his missing wife Mia. The house immediately feels unsafe. The rooms are filthy, the doors are locked, and almost every sound suggests that someone is moving nearby. The first-person perspective makes every corridor feel narrow and every encounter feel uncomfortably close. Jack Baker can hunt you through the house even when you least expect him, and turn previously safe areas into places you're afraid to revisit. Even after you find weapons, ammunition and healing supplies remain limited. You may be able to fight back, but you never feel completely in control. Resident Evil 7 is frightening because it takes an ordinary family home and makes every hallway, staircase and closed door feel dangerous. Every time the house becomes quiet, you start wondering whether Jack Baker is about to make another entrance.
Now, I've seen everything. What the fuck? What is that?
What the fuck are you talking about? They're dead. They're all dead.
This house has seen more than you can imagine, and it knows.
These are 7 horror games you should never play alone. Each one creates fear differently. Visage turns your home against you. SOMA makes you question what it means to be a human. Luto traps you inside a psychological nightmare. Still Wakes the Deep leaves you stranded above the freezing ocean.
It's important.
Silent Hill 2 turns guilt and grief into something physical. Amnesia removes every feeling of safety. And Resident Evil 7 transforms an ordinary family home into a place you deliberately want to escape. Which one of these games make you turn the lights back on? And which game should have been included on this list? Let me know in the comments. Subscribe for more horror game videos and challenges. Thank you.